Oh, everyone, come sit around my laptop and let's look through our wedding photos. When are you ever gonna do that? You're just not. It does sound a little bit echoey, but we might just have to make do because I'm sort of prepared to do this now. When you get all worked up to make content, like I'm ready now. Now I've just got to figure out where I want my head. That's better. All right, this is probably going to be too echoey, but just letting you know that in future, I will have a microphone. I just forgot it today. So I am going to start recording a YouTube video once a week. Rack off Maple. We have just moved into our brand new factory. It's too hard to work from home. Both of our businesses are growing. So we just moved in over the weekend. So now I don't really have an excuse to not record YouTube videos. If you have any topics, anything you want me to cover, please let me know because we are starting from scratch. I want to provide videos that are valuable, that you are watching because you finish the video and you're walking away with something tangible that you can go do. Whether that's that you want to start your own business, you want to learn photography, you want to start making your own YouTube videos. I don't know what value you need yet. So I'm just going to put some value out there and hopefully it's helpful. The plan was to talk about my process from Enquiry right through to my beautiful fine art albums. So, a process from start to finish. Now, I feel like this is going to be helpful for you, whether you're a future potential client or you're also a photographer and you're interested to see how I do my inquiry through to booking or album process. So hopefully this is valuable to both of you. So let's start from the start. Generally, people slide into my DMs. Not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like my career is one big dating app, but that is where the majority of my clients come from, is Instagram. I also put myself in the mind of a bride and I'm looking for my wedding photographer. The first place I am going is the place where they're posting their work. So all of my best work is on Instagram. If you're a new photographer and you are wanting to start building up your clientele, post on Instagram. I used to have the biggest battle with the social media thing and I just found it so overwhelming and so exhausting on top of trying to do all the other admin tasks to build a business. But you don't have a business without clients and your clients are on Instagram. That's all I'm gonna say. So people slide into the DMs and then again, it's like a dating app. There's lots of swipes, there's plenty of ghosting. On the odd occasion, you find your soulmate. Only, in my situation, we're kind of in an open relationship over here. So I'm dating about 30 couples at a time. What can I say? I'm a busy woman. Ooh, I could never. If I haven't slid into my DMs, then they've jumped onto my website, which at the moment, I am testing out just a landing page. I do still have a full website, but again, from everything I'm learning in terms of content and acquiring a client quicker, I am testing out just a landing page. So you go onto that page, it's a video of me talking shit like this with my hands being all aggressive and Italian. I don't know where this has come from. I'm not Italian, but for some reason, I love to speak with my hands. Anyway, once I get the inquiry, obviously I have to check if the date is available. And then it's a series of back and forth emails. Some of my clients that I have booked sometimes have not responded until the third email, which you sort of get to the third email and you're like, all right, these guys are gone. But often, life happens. People get busy. They've probably inquired with a million other photographers and they're sort of going through all the pricing options, looking at their budget, And then it's not until I'm like, hello, I'm still here, that they're like, oh yes, we forgot about you. Like, let's look at your packages again. Oh, we want to book you. I do have a bit of a system to follow up with my clients to just be like, hey, just letting you know I'm still here, but I cap it at 3. If I don't hear back from them by then, I don't really want to be holding a spot for them in my calendar if I'm not hearing back from them after 3 emails, you know? Like I said, I've got swiping to do. I've got a schedule to fill. I'm not just gonna sit here and wait around for you. You've probably found someone else, so I'm not gonna keep double, triple, quadruple texting you to be like, hello, I have no other options available. It's very needy and it doesn't work. Let's say we get to the stage where we are now jumping on a call or a Zoom meeting, or if they're local to our area, I like to take them out for a coffee or a wine, because I'm a coffee and a wine enthusiast. That's my preference, is to meet the couple face to face, because let's be real, I am the one person that spends the most amount of time with you on your wedding day. So if we don't get along, that is a big problem. It honestly, it blows my mind the amount of stories I still hear to this day of couples choosing a wedding photographer, and then after their wedding they're like, oh, like they were good and we liked the photos, but they were so awkward, or we didn't really get along, or they were too much and they took us away for too long. And I'm like, did you meet them? That's all. That's really the only question that I have. Because if you didn't meet them, then that's your fault. Sorry to be blunt, but it is what it is, and I'm here to be blunt, and I'm here to tell you the truth. Basically, we have a meeting. They've already seen my packages. I send them through straight away. That's another thing that I will say, is that I like to be completely transparent about my pricing, especially when it comes to weddings. This is something else that I've played with and have trialed the whole, I will customize you a quote because everyone's different, and then I put my pricing on my website. I've done multiple things. I've found that my sweet spot is having a starting price on my website, and then they contact me, I send them my full price guide, because why would I sit through a meeting to get to the end of the meeting to then tell you my price for you to be like, you're out of our budget? Like, we've just wasted each other's time. There's no point in that. So we go into the meeting with them knowing my price. All I really have to do is answer any questions or clear up any concerns that they may have. That is it. We have the meeting, we become best friends, they book me, obviously. From there, all I require is 20% booking fee. That secures their date. I offer payment plans so they can be paying off their package leading up to their wedding, and the full payment is not due until like a month before their wedding. I think I do this for every couple. I automatically set it up. On the rare occasion, a couple, especially if like they've got a credit card or something that they're wanting to earn points on for like their honeymoon or whatever, some couples will be like, can we just pay the whole lot in full? Yes, you can. I am gonna die watching my face back in that little moment. Yes, you can pay in full, but most people like to do the payment plan just because there's so many expenses in the lead up to a wedding day. Back to the dating analogy. Once the booking is locked in, we know we like each other. As they say on Love Island, we are exclusive. There's no need for the back and forth, the needy text messages, like, well, it's locked in, we're a sure thing, we're dating, you know? From there, just the maintenance really of making sure that our communication is on point. We both want the same things. Obviously what you want is more of the concern. But yeah, pretty much now we get to the planning process, which is the best part, because every single wedding is different. This is where I like to differentiate myself from other photographers, or more so photography companies. With the companies, you get who you get on the day. You don't have that opportunity to go over all the planning and the colors that you want and the spots that you want for your photos, because you're having that communication with a team compared to a person that has soaked up everything that you want in your day and they are the person executing it on the day. The planning process is the best part for me and for my couple, because we get to get excited together, and we generally, like, I know you think that it's just like a selling point for me saying we're going to become best friends, but I genuinely am friends with my couple. I go out for dinners and coffee dates with my older couples. What can I say? I've got no friends. One of the biggest things that I address in that planning process is the photo timeline. So often you will have your venue send you a copy of their run sheet for the day, and the biggest takeaway that I have learned from that process is that I have to create my own timeline for my couple, because a venue will generally put the sunset time on their run sheet, and that's fine, that's all they're required to do. A lot of the times the sunset time on the venue run sheet does not mean that is when you go get your photos done. I have to look at daylight savings, I have to look at where the venue is, and is it covered by trees where the sun is there mountains blocking out the sun? Like, there's so many elements that go into when is the premium time to take you for your sunset photos. That is one big thing to consider. When you book your wedding photographer, make sure you check with them. Are they going to provide you with their own timeline? Because I have heard that many horror stories of couples missing their sunset photos because the photographer followed the sunset time on the venue run sheet. Don't make that mistake. Then it comes to the wedding day, the best part of the whole process. Not sure why I felt the need to sing that. There's not really much to say about the wedding day other than it's the biggest, funnest, epic party ever. By this stage, you're already both so comfortable with me. Generally, we've had an engagement shoot before this, so you're both already super comfortable in front of the camera. One very vital piece of information I will share with you is that I will never take my couple for photos for an hour. I just don't think you need that long. I just don't. You get one day to celebrate your wedding. You've got your whole life to create memories together and have photos of just you together. And to be honest, the feedback that I've received from my couples when I send them their galleries, like that, because they will often like screenshot photos and just be like, I love this photo, this is my favorite photo, I'm framing this photo. There's maybe 10 of their favorite photos in their portraits. The rest are when Nana was crying, the hug with mum, the first look with dad, the cocktail hour moment where they were standing with all their friends and they were laughing and they didn't even know that I was standing there. They are often some of their favourite memories, and if I take you away for the whole of cocktail hour, they are memories that you will never be able to get back. So I will never take my couple away for an hour of photos and miss their whole cocktail hour. I wouldn't want to be missing cocktail hour, I'm sorry, but the coconut mugs, as the sun is setting, is going to be the best part of my day. James isn't here, so I'm allowed to say that. Wedding day, it's all about you. We've done all the prep. There's no, like, the bride should not be looking around going, oh, when's this happening? Oh, do we need to go for photos now? Like, where do you need me? Are we doing family photos? No. Relax. It's your wedding day. You're supposed to sit back and just enjoy your day. And you shouldn't be feeling like that you're getting pulled left, right, and center. You should just feel like everything is happening and flowing how you envisioned from day one. So wedding day is done, you've both got a raging hangover, and I am at home, probably had no sleep because I've gone home and uploaded your 10,000 photos all night because Gal has a shooting problem. The next day, you receive your sneak peeks. Yeah, 24 hours later, not 48, not 36. The only reason that I will ever be late on the 24-hour sneak peeks with photos is if I have a wedding the next day. Because I need those photos to be perfect because this is the first snippet of your gallery. But very rarely will I book back-to-back weddings because I also want to be able to deliver the same amount of energy for every single couple. So it's only if I've got like a shorter wedding the day before that then I'll take another booking the next day, or maybe I've got an elopement one day and then I'll do a bigger wedding the next day. But very rarely will I book back-to-back weddings. And I will be transparent about this with you in our meeting if there's any delay on sneak peeks. Otherwise, you get them the next day. From there, your galleries take between 4 to 6 weeks for me to deliver them. They're on this beautiful digital online gallery. Some people like to send USB sticks and all that sort of stuff. I just feel like it's 2025. If someone put a USB stick in my hand today, I'd lose it in an hour. It's just so much easier to put everything online. You can download it all. You can put it on your own little USB stick if you want. Everything is there. There is like an online gallery shop if you want to purchase them through PicTime. But then if you want the more luxe version of your album and your prints, you come to moi. And that's where we've got this bad boy. This is going to be your new coffee table masterpiece. I researched my little heart out as to which was going to be the best album company to go with. Some of them, the quality wasn't up to scratch, or the delivery time was too long. Like, there was just so many elements that went into me deciding which company to use, and this company was by far the best. Obviously, for that reason, that comes at a cost. But your wedding day happens once, and you're only going to have, out of your whole gallery, like I send you so many photos. If you have a full 8-hour wedding, I'm sending you like minimum 800 photos. Like, when are you ever going to sit down and look at 800 photos? You're just not going to do that. If you've got it sitting there, if you've got it on the coffee table, like, imagine how many of your family and your friends are going to come over and go, oh, what's that? Oh, it's our beautiful wedding gallery. Oh my God, let's flick through. Oh my God, look at your mum crying in this photo. Oh my God, look at our first dance in front of the beach with all our family and friends. Like, you get to relive this whenever you want, with whoever you want, and it doesn't require you having to dig through. Oh, everyone, come sit around my laptop. Let's look through our wedding photos. When are you ever gonna do that? You're just not. Like, not only is it beautiful because it's got all your amazing memories, but I'm sorry. I feel more expensive holding this. You know? I feel like I shop at Chanel holding this book. It's literally just gonna elevate your living room. So interior designers, this one's for you. To close off my process, the best part of it is that it doesn't stop there. The reason I chose the name House of Chapters when I rebranded my business was because I want to become known as that photographer that it starts at the wedding. You're obviously then, well, not obviously, not everyone wants kids these days, but generally you will become pregnant one day. You're both already comfortable with me. So why would you go and start that whole process all over again with another photographer when you can just come back to me? We've built the relationship, you're comfortable, especially for maternity photos. Some women want to, you know, be half naked, as you do, because your body's glorious in your maternity photos. So are you really going to feel that comfortable with another stranger, or are you going to feel comfortable with me? I'll let you answer that. So I do the maternity, I do the newborn, and then I am keeping your family photos up to date every single year after that if you want. I wanted House of Chapters. It's a brand, it's a message to my future clients that it doesn't just stop at your wedding. I want to capture every big milestone in your life, because from your wedding day, we are going to be best friends. That's it. That is my process, from inquiry through to stunning coffee table piece of art. Hopefully that was helpful to the couples who are maybe considering booking with me, and photographers. If you're starting your wedding photography business and you're interested to know the process from inquiry through to booking and product, then that is how I do it. And if either of you have any questions, you now know where to find me. Like I said at the start, I'm going to record these once a week. So I've got a little bit of a plan as to what I will talk about, but please, if you have any topics you want me to cover, leave them in the comments and I will cover them. I hope you all have a beautiful day. I'm sweating. It's winter. How am I going to record these in summer? We've got an aircon, so hopefully that makes a bit of a difference. I'm off to have a client meeting for a Europe booking. Maybe that will be my next video. How I got my first Europe booking. Manifest, 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 manifest.